Today, we're talking about something many people don't give themselves permission to strive for. What exactly is it that you want? Not what you think you can have, or what you're willing to settle for, or even what somebody else told you that you were entitled to. What do you want? We're talking about how to set a vision that truly, deeply matters to you, and the number one mistake to avoid when setting your vision. Let's get started, shall we?
Well, hello, beautiful people, and welcome to the Project Joyful podcast. I'm your host, Tracy Tutty, your medical herbalist and high performance coach. So, hey, Project Joyful isn't just about being happy. It's about consciously creating a life you love. It's about remembering how to reconnect with your soul-centered joy. You know, that joy that comes from doing what you love, from living on purpose, and from being in a life that allows you to experience deep joy moment by moment. So hey, let's get started, shall we?
Very few people are really clear about what they want their life to be about. If you were asked, what do you want? Would you know? Do you have a plan du jour that charts how you'll get there? I always refer to my plans as du jour or of the day because, as John Lennon said in his song Beautiful Boy, life is what happens to you while you're busy making other plans. Although made most famous by John Lennon, it's actually attributable to Alan Saunders. That's the power of influence. For those of us who do have a vision, how focused are you on it? Do you do one thing every day to move you closer to it? Is it written down? Here's the biggest mistake I see when articulating our personal vision of our life. It's often about achievements, things, and doings. It's really about the quality of our life. I often hear clients talk about their desire at the end of it all to look back and say, I had a good life. So let me ask you this question. In order for you to look back over the years when your time comes and say, yes, I lived a good life, what needs to be present? And what is it that you're looking back at? It's unlikely to be 1 million followers on social media or building that business to $5 million a year if you traded it for quality time with the family or your health or how well you felt within yourself on a daily basis. Psychologists tell us our perception of a good life is based on how constant we were in living our values. What do you value most? How do you experience that value on the daily? Not sure what I mean by value? Well, it can be things like peace, joy, prosperity, trust, truth, love, or connection, or a whole lot more. Spend some time getting really clear about what you value most, not what you think you should value or what people you allow to influence you tell you to value. Notice those values that make your soul sing and your heart soar. Now look back over the past week. How often were you aligned with those values? Write down your top 3 values. Set them as an alarm in your phone. When that alarm goes off, ask yourself how aligned you've been with that value today. If you would like to be more aligned with that value, decide on one thing you can do or one way you can be that will bring you more into alignment with that value. Your values may change over time, so keep checking in on them. They're a reflection of the season we are within our life and our natural progression through life. So now when you're checking in or setting your vision, assess how your vision aligns with your values. You won't feel fulfilled and you'll often sabotage your efforts if your vision is misaligned with your values. Our vision is powerful when it speaks to the quality of our lives. For me, my vision shows me pottering about in the garden, relaxing on the deck, enjoying the beautiful flowers. It's more about how I choose to feel rather than what I'm doing. I equate spaciousness with luxury. I'm tuned into those feelings of peace and contentment. I notice how looking at a beautiful flower lights me up. I appreciate the beauty. I feel joy and wonder. I do today when I smell the Rosa Damascena growing in my rose garden, or get a whiff of the thyme and lavender borders as I walk past. I'm already living and appreciating a part of my vision today, and that's so key to maintaining your momentum. Your vision isn't necessarily some all-encompassing thing way out in the future. Parts of it may be, though. But what if you gave yourself permission to feel purpose in this moment? I strongly believe it matters that we create a life well lived, moment by moment. What can you experience today that is linked to your vision? Not the hustle and toil, but the upside. A spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. We need moments of joy, exuberance, or inspiration to fuel us through the hard times, the times when we don't want to do it. I remember a particular conversation with my dad just before he turned 60. "Let's have a party," I said, "to celebrate your birthday." "Nah," he said. "I'll tell you what, we'll have a party when I turn 65. We can celebrate my retiring and be able to do what I want." "Deal," I said. Dad was 61 when he died, and he died on a work day. Don't put off enjoying the life you want. Who knows how many breaths you've been blessed with. Live your vision today. Sure, there'll be some tomorrow bits that you're working towards, but I bet there are aspects of that tomorrow that you could bring in today, and even parts of your vision that are available to you now. So here's my challenge to you. Don't wait for someday I'll. What can you do, or who do you need to be to begin living your life in all its multicoloured glory and messiness? Sending you lots of love. Bye for now.
Hey, thanks for listening to today's podcast. Can I ask you a favour? If our conversation spoke to you today, could you please take a moment to leave a 5-star review? Your review will help people discover this podcast, and together we can create a world where there's even more love and more laughter. And if you want to hear more from the Project Joyful podcast, just click the subscribe button. Bye for now.